Yeah. Yeah.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah.
Test 1 2.
Yeah.
Come on in, people. YouTube, Twitch. We're getting Tony in. We had technical issues with his mic, but he should be coming in. So we loading up. I'm getting YouTube ready.
Yeah.
If you on Twitch, appreciate you coming in. Please like the video. Y'all know how we do. Test 1 2. Come on in, YouTubers. Come on in, Twitch.
Yeah.
As soon as we get Tony back on the screen, we're gonna come in. I don't know what happened to him. I think he's rebooting his computer. But come on through. NFL wildcard predictions. I'm sorry, recap. Divisional round predictions. Cowboys, Eagles fans, get ready to let it out. Come on through. Say something. Come on through, people. We're getting the technical difficulties out the way. Come on through. YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah.
Hello?
Say something again.
Hello?
I hear you loud and clear, but that's the computer mic.
What's going on, dude? Like...
If you're on YouTube, make sure you like the video.
Yeah.
Rob in the building. Say you on here for like 15 minutes. All right, Rob. Appreciate you coming through. You're trying to get these technical difficulties together, but I told you all the time, so gotta go ahead and start the live. Shout out to the YouTubers. Make sure you like the video. This is brought to you by DopeContent.com. I appreciate the handful that's in here. I know y'all got work and etc. today, and you're probably freezing in this whatever winter storm that you're dealing with right now. Test.
Yeah.
While Tony is rebooting, we're gonna go ahead and get started, and then when he comes in, he comes in. So just know Tony will be here, ladies and gentlemen. Tony will be here. What's good? What's good, people? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Dope Sports Podcast, brought to you by DopeContent.com.
Yeah.
And brought to you by Get the Tables.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow them on Get the Tables on Twitch, Get the Tables on Twitter. Once again, my co-host, you don't see him now, but we're having technical issues. He will be joining us, so Tony will pop up on the screen at any moment now.
Yeah.
So thank y'all for watching on YouTube. Thank y'all for watching on Twitch. If you want to join the show, and if you want to say something to us, I'm trying to think of the easiest way to do it since we're on both platforms. Let's see. If you're on Twitch, hit the guest star join link or the guest star request, and that will bring you on. And then,
Hello?
yes. Say something again.
Testing.
Oh no, that's the computer mic.
It's not the computer mic. This is my mic. This is my mic.
Okay, well hold on. Let me see something. It might be something I got going on. Hold on. Say something again.
Hello?
Okay, there you go. There we go. We got Tony in the building.
Jesus, man. What's up? What's up?
Man, how's
God damn.
I know Tony's in a good mood compared to everybody else. Because this wild card weekend has been crazy. So, how's everything going with you, man?
Just cold, man. It's freezing. Freezing over here.
What is the?
Other than that, doing good.
What's the temperature over there?
It's a cold 30 degrees.
Oh, you got to 30. We at 18.
Oh shit! The sun is out over here, so that may have helped out a lot. But yeah, it's 30 degrees over here.
Well, the sun is out over here too, and it's still 18.
Does it sound different? Oh god! In a good way or a bad way? I hope that's not. Oh man, I don't know what's going on.
It sounded like it was the computer mic and not your actual mic.
I don't know what else to do. Like I've tried everything.
Okay.
This is the mic that. Hold on, let me try. Oh, you know what? Try this one. Hello? Is that better? Yeah?
He said it sounds like
no?
you're on the speakerphone. It sounds the same.
Sounds the same?
Yeah, keep talking. Hold on. I'm going to adjust some volume over here and maybe say something.
Hello?
I mean, you still... It sounds the same, but we can hear you. That's the important part.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has my computer mic on.
Uh-oh, now you disappeared altogether. Say something again? Yeah, now he's muted. I can't hear you at all now. This is the part of the streaming they don't tell you about. We don't have producers and stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Stuff happens on the fly with us, and we got to do it on the fly.
Yeah, I'm on the right.
Okay,
I'm on the right microphone.
I can hear you now.
I'm on the right microphone.
Hey, let's keep it like that. I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm not touching anything. I'm gonna put my hands in my pockets. Yeah. I am not touching nothing.
G-Dog, what's good on Twitch? If you're on YouTube, appreciate y'all once again. Like the video. It's free and it helps the video go a long way. NFL Wildcard. NFL Wildcard recap. Tony is probably the only one in a good mood, so we're going to let him have his moment because he deserves it, because he's been up and down the whole season, so we got to let him have his feel-good moment. Let's play this intro. We're going to get right into it. Let's go. Yep, we are back once again. Dope Sports Podcast brought to you by dopecontent.com.
Yeah.
And brought to you by Get the Tables on Twitch and Twitter.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow those guys if you're not doing so already. They are killing it in the wrestling community over there on Twitch and Twitter. And now you have Diamond Dave playing video games on his channel. So you got a lot going on. Up. Yeah, Diamond Dave is becoming a hardcore Twitch streamer now. Who would have thought?
Yeah, really. Seriously.
Yeah, that Dave would have been that guy, but there he is, man. So I guess we just get right into it, man. Because I ain't got nothing good to say. Once again, if you want to get on the stream, you can either do it, let's see, via Discord. So you !Discord, and we'll switch our audios to Discord. I wonder if we need to do that now. But we can do Discord, maybe. Or we could do, if you're on Twitch, you can join the guest star. Whichever one works for you, to get your audio here. I would tell you to call in, but I don't have all of that set up. Again, it's been a crazy weekend for me. Bruh. So I don't have that stuff set up right now, unfortunately. Just, kind of unprepared. All right, Rob, I know you got to go. I appreciate you joining through. And anybody that comes through in and out while you're at work and got other stuff going on, I appreciate you coming through. But let's get into it. NFL Wildcard Weekend. Couple of shockers, including this one. The Texans blow out the Browns 45-14. I didn't call this one at all. I thought that the Browns defense is going to be good enough to hold up against the Texans. Texans say they didn't give a crap about the Browns being number 2 defense in the league. They put up 45 points on them. Joe Flacco, 307 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Nico Collins, 6 catches, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. CJ Stroud, if my computer don't freeze no more, 16 of 21, 274 yards, 3 touchdowns. The rookie just had himself a game. It's crazy. What's your thoughts on that game?
I was a little bit shocked about the outcome because Texans just blew them out of the water. It was close for a little bit. Going into halftime, I think Texans were up by 10. But even in going into halftime, I think we all saw that the Texans had control of the ball game. That defense really didn't do nothing against the Texans. They couldn't stop nothing. The run game was going. Guys were wide open downfield on those deep passes. I think Denzel Ward wasn't able to play, so I think that kind of hurt them a little bit. But I don't even know if that would have mattered. Houston just went in there and just beat the crap out of them. From top to bottom, 2 pick sixes. I think were they back to back? I think they were back to back pick sixes.
Yep.
We talked about it on Tuesday last week that we might see Flacco finally turn into the Flacco we've seen before, and it happened. The Cinderella story for Joe Flacco ended up happening on Saturday. Congrats to the Texans. They deserve to be there. They've been battling it out all year. CJ Stroud has been unbelievable. The coaching has been fantastic, so they deserve to be here. And Tunsil shut down Garrett as well. Myles Garrett was a non-factor. You didn't even hear his name much at all during the broadcast.
Right.
The Texans just played an excellent ball game. They came in prepared. I think they came in with a chip on their shoulder from the last time they played. I know they didn't have Stroud, but they came in there and they got just demolished by the Browns at home. And I think a lot of people had the Browns doing the same thing to Houston with that defense going in there. I think everyone kind of felt like – I think the Houston Texans felt like they were being disrespected a little bit, being counted out already against Cleveland. But fantastic job by Houston, the coaching staff, the players. They came in prepared. They came in to dominate, and they did. Now they move on to Baltimore. That should be fun.
It should be fun, but that's an L coming from Houston. I'm calling that one now. So just know, Houston, you had a good run, but it's about to go downhill. I just missed some comments on Twitch. Let me go back to them before we move on. Texas did great by taking advantage of the Browns' running man coverage by using crossing routes and making them chase. I mean, crossing routes always work for everybody. Nico Collins was great. Of course he was. He went to Michigan. Okay.
Man. I mean, Nico Collins has been playing out of his mind, dude. Like, I never really thought of Nico Collins being that type of a receiver.
I did. I
But
had
holy
him in my
crap.
fantasy. I knew better.
But
Everybody else
well,
like,
I mean,
who's
like
Nico?
at the beginning of the season, like I don't know if you're like, man, Nico Collins, a true number one superstar wide receiver, and he's been showing out. This is without Tank Dell as well, so it's gonna be tough against Baltimore, though. It's gonna be interesting to see how Nico does against them.
Hey, Dope, how about them cowgirls? How about these nuts on your forehead? Rob says, one last thing, based off that wild card weekend, the Saints would have won the Super Bowl easily. Well, too bad you didn't make it with your sorry ass team.
Right. Right.
Moving on. Should have made it because anybody obviously is wide open. Should have made it. So let's get into the next game. Kansas City Chiefs take out Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins 26-7 at home, freezing out there in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Tua is 20. He went 20 of 39, 199, one touchdown, one interception. Pat Mahomes 23 of 41, 262 yards, one touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco 24 carries, 89 yards, and one touchdown on the ground. Rashee Rice 8 catches, 130 yards. The rookie with one touchdown, stepping up as the number one receiver.
What was Kelsey?
In KC. 7 catches, 71 yards for Kelsey.
Okay.
And then Tyreek Hill was held to 62 yards, one touchdown on 5 catches. Any thoughts on that game?
I had Miami winning, but
Really?
that was on Tuesday. I didn't expect to have this type of winter storm come through where they're going to be playing in the coldest game ever, or one of the top coldest games ever.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Miami stood no chance. Just they didn't look like they were wanting to play in that cold weather. Chiefs offense came to play. How about that? I mean, Rashee Rice, last couple of games coming into the playoffs, he's kind of shined a little bit, and he seems to be their number one guy, other than Kelsey, maybe the number 2 guy under Kelsey. But yeah, they played well. Tua played like crap. I know people are now questioning if they should give him an extension or should they move on from Tua. And I mean, I don't know about all that mess, but they just didn't play well. They were hurt up and banged up on defense. Their 2 best defensive linemen were out. So that didn't make things easy. I know they had injuries all over the secondary as well. So they came in banged up. They came in against a Chiefs team that is kind of catching fire at the right time, I guess you can say, and playing at home as well in that rocking ass crowd. That can't be easy. And the cold on top of that. That was probably a really rough game for the Dolphins. Props to the Chiefs. I don't think they get past the next round, but props to the Chiefs for making it and pretty much making it a pretty much easy game for them.
Of course, you don't
the craziest thing was the shattered helmet with Mahomes, man. When he did that scramble and took that hit to the head, and his helmet just kind of cracked. That was wild. Never seen that before.
Yeah. Of course, you think they go win the next round because they playing the Bills. Get out of here. Hey, by the way, I owe Tony $20, man. Cowboys couldn't even win a freaking game. Appreciate the follow, WWE. Is this the same WWE fan? There's always. You got another new page? What's going on with you, man? Are you getting banned? Like, what is
He's
happening?
He's probably getting locked out of his account. That's probably why.
I don't understand.
That's what happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, okay, well.
And I agree with Evil saying that the Dolphins have a ton of talent on offense. They absolutely do. And I don't know exactly what happened to that offense. I guess you want to – I didn't – look, I'm going to be honest. I didn't really watch much of the game. We were doing a watch-along during that time. But kind of had it on the other screen, so I was kind of bouncing back and forth. Did Tua just not have a good game? Is that the reason why they lost? Is like he just didn't play good? Nah, I saw the pass to Tyreek. So I know he got one big-time bomb to Tyreek, which was more Tyreek than Tua. So I don't know if he was the reason why they lost or what, but
they just didn't
you're
play,
right. They have a ton of talent
good at all on offense. That's all there was. They didn't play well at all on offense. That's it. Simple as that. And then when the Chiefs needed to score, they scored.
Yeah.
But keeping it moving. 48-32, the Green Bay Packers take out the Dallas Cowboys. And Jordan Love, 16 of 21, 272 yards, 3 touchdowns. Dak, 41 of 60, 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Tony Pollard, 56 yards on the ground on 15 carries, 1 touchdown. Aaron Jones, 21 carries for 118 yards and 3 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb, 9 catches, 110 yards. Michael Gallup, surprisingly, 6 catches, 103 yards. Jake Ferguson, 10 catches for 93 yards and 3 touchdowns himself. Romeo Doubs, 6 catches, 151 yards, 1 touchdown. Cowboys. When I tell you that was like the wrong day to just beat F-ups and lay another egg. Sunday was not a great day for me. So if you didn't watch the last Cowboys video, or if you don't follow me on social media, I woke up Sunday morning to a ton of messages and phone calls from family members saying, you know, my baby sister had passed away, car accident. She was struck by a car. She just turned 19 last month. So like I was distraught the whole morning. And what I did, I chose to do my normal day because I'm like, if I sit at home, it's just gonna be, you know, crap. So I'm like, let me try to keep myself distracted. I go to church, play the drums. Normally the drums like takes away stuff because that's how, you know, I love music. I got on there for like 30 minutes. I was good. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be good with the drums. Nope. Just on the drums in front of the whole church, just in the middle of the song trying to play, just like breaking down. I was like, okay, survive. I get through that. And the Dez Bryant tailgate party was right after that. Go home, like collect myself first, get my cameras and stuff. And I was like, let's go to the tailgate party. Cause it was like, once again, I can't sit at home. I got to do everything, you know, like it's a normal day. So if I sit at home, it's going to be crap. So I go to the tailgate party, and for whatever reason, Texas Live decided not to put heaters outside. So we're freezing for one, but that might have been a good thing for me because the cold took my mind, and the party took my mind off of my sister for at least, you know, 2 hours, right? So the whole time at the tailgate party, I do good. The crazy thing is, Dez walked past me like 4 times. I don't even think I spoke to Dez. So I apologize to Dez Bryant if you ever see this clip on social media or whatever. So I apologize to Dez, you know, if I didn't speak or I came off as, you know, rude or whatever. I was just kind of out of it. But I appreciate the personal corner team and Dez for letting us cover another tailgate. But yeah, so I was there like 2 hours, and the tailgate is normally like 3 hours, 3.5. So I was there like 2 hours. And then I was just like, man, you know what? I'm finna go. I wasn't feeling any type of way. It was just I wasn't in my, you know, I wasn't in my right mind to keep trying to film and take pics. You know, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I just told my other cameraman, I'm gonna head out. If you want to take some more shots, I'll go ahead. If not, it's cool because it's freezing. So I left, get to the car. It is.
Here comes the money.
Oh, somebody's
Here we
singing.
go. Money talk.
Pity bitch for the cowgirl. I don't care nothing about you. Send all the money you want there, yes. Send all the money. Send all the pity
MJK
bits.
316 cheer Dex
Hold on, I gotta let
100
the
pity
audio.
bits for your cowgirls.
PT bits for your cowgirls is how it said it. Okay. But okay. But yeah, I walked to the car perfectly fine. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, man, I made it through the whole tailgate. Didn't break down. As soon as I closed my door and turned the car on, it just like a wave. Something just, I was like, what is happening? Because I wasn't even, you know what I'm saying, wasn't even thinking about it. It just hit. So I was like, geez, man, I'm a mess. So get home. Cowboys game happening. I'm numb to it. I'm not even, like, I'm watching it, but it's like I'm not watching it. It's just there. It's almost like a dream. I'm just kind of in another world, Twilight Zone or whatever. So I'm watching them get whooped, and it's still not registering in my mind what's happening on the TV screen. I'm just like, okay, Cowboys playing. I really didn't get upset at all. I didn't feel. I was like, whatever, they losing, typical Cowboys. But something happened in the third quarter, like midway through in the third, almost to the fourth, where it's like something just clicked. It was like the Cowboys are getting whooped right now, and just instantly, like, as Miss Doe, she was sitting next to me, and we was leaning back on the recliners, and I just set up. I said, wait, the Cowboys are getting whooped right now? What the hell going on? So I instantly got up, came to the garage. I got some more bits. Got some more bits. Hold on. Appreciate you for the bit.
Evil 2 Hope cheered X100. Yeah, I feel really bad about those boys. If they had Zeke at center, they would have had that win in hand.
Hey, hype train.
I appreciate y'all for the bits and Twitch on the hop train. But yeah, man, appreciate it, MJK. So, in the process of just sitting up, I instantly got up because I was like, you know what? I'm pissed because that was part of the frustration of Sunday. It was a whole bunch of sadness. Then it's like anger because trying to figure out like what happened to my sister. So to add that up, the Cowboys are getting blown out. I get up and come out here, make a video. Probably the most cussing I've ever done on a video.
I saw that.
And I told my parents, I basically did what Stephen A. Smith did before he went off on Jason Whitlock. I was like, hey, man, I'm going to apologize now because this is not the video, you know, that y'all might want to watch with the stuff I'm about to say because I'm feeling a whole bunch of stuff right now, you know, via this team and, you know, losing my sister. So I do this video and I'm just like going off. My granddad is a pastor. He called me yesterday. He had the freaking video on speakerphone. So I just hear myself just like cussing up the store. I was like, hey, granddad, you might want to turn that you don't want to watch that video. You might want to turn that one off. But he laughed and he was like, I get it, man. The Cowboys and, you know, you lost your sister and all. I get it. So he was cool with it. But getting to this stupid game and this stupid team, I'm sick of all of them. This is the reason I was consistent for the most part of this year when I said I don't want to hear nothing about the regular season. I said it before the season started on these Cowboys videos. I've been saying it with Tony. Yeah, we won. I'm happy, but I don't care. I've been consistent with it. And the one time I let my guard down was last week on the podcast where I was like, we got 2 home games, most likely. Once we beat the Packers, we're going to play Tony's Bucks because I had the Bucks beating the Eagles. My thought process is that's 2 9-8 teams. That's the easy route to the NFC Championship game. And it should have been. This is your best chance, Matt Champion. I appreciate it. This is your best chance, and you screwed it up. And you gave up 48 points at home to Jordan Love, who's basically a rookie. And the youngest team in the freaking NFL who somebody else had to lose for them to make the playoffs. Like, man, I'm mad that I drank the Kool-Aid the last week of the season. I should have just kept my guards up like I did. That pissed me off. Coach McCarthy, all y'all can eat a dick. Y'all can go. Dan Quinn sold the hell out that game. Like, it's 3rd and 9 and Michael Parsons is playing coverage? Are we the Eagles all of a sudden? What's going on? Michael Parsons is playing coverage on 3rd and 9, your best pass rusher. Michael Parsons, at this point, you eat a dick too. Because all you do is talk on the podcast. You great in the regular season. Every playoffs so far since you've been in the league, you have been a ghost and nowhere to be found. Gilmore come to find out he needed surgery on his shoulder. I'd rather him just stay out and not play because he got toasted by Dobbs the whole night. So don't tell us after the game, after you didn't got toasted for 51 yards and 1 touchdown, that you need shoulder surgery. You should have set out then, bruh. Like, put Deron Bland on him or something. Like, make adjustments. Man, Curse can eat a dick too. He can go. Jordan Lewis can go. I already said early in the season that I didn't think they was gonna re-sign Gilmore just anyway, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Gilmore did have a good season, but the way it ended, I don't know. It depends on how much money he wants. I told y'all last year Tony Pollard could go. I've been trying to get rid of Jordan Lewis for 2 years. Dorrance Armstrong can go. Van Der Esch can go. Dan Quinn, take your ass back to Seattle. Mike McCarthy, bye. Jerry Jones, stuff ain't gonna never change until Jerry stay out the way and just sit here, just sign the players and shut up. Like everybody, all this personal brand stuff, these players got their own personal brands and all this. This is what they worried about. They don't care about the team stuff. They worried about their own personal brand here in Dallas. That's part of Jerry Jones' fault, right? I'm running out of players and coaches. Honestly, to be honest with you, the best thing will probably be to shut it down and restart. But they're not going to do that because Jerry's 82 years old, and Jerry's going to try to do whatever he can to win now. And speaking of win now, all these folks that's talking about get rid of Dak Prescott, it's not going to happen because, again, Jerry is trying to win now. If you get rid of Dak, you're going to eat a $61 million dead cap. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Jerry is not going to do that. They might either let him play it out, that really ain't going to help either because that's going to be $56 million on the cap if they let him play out his last year. Or you could extend him and cut that cap down. I'm just saying, like, Dak is not going nowhere. He has a no trade clause. I understand. He's like, if Mike is on the hot seat, I should be on there too. You are on the hot seat, bruh. Only reason you're not gone is because you have all the leverage in your contract. But you're on the hot seat. Dak, I said at the beginning of the year, I can't defend you if you suck again in the playoffs this year. I said at the beginning of the season, I've been defending Dak tougher than anybody. But this year, with this team and the scenario that you had, and you stunk it up, I can't defend that crap. You got to go. But you're not going to go because you got all the leverage in your contract. So it is what it is. Dak is going to be here. At this point, Brandon Cooks, I know he signed a 2-year deal. He could go too. Michael Parsons, he talking about breaking records and contracts and all that. You got to show up in the playoffs for me. You know what I'm saying? You got to show up in the playoffs for me, and you don't show up. He don't show up in the playoffs. I don't want to hear no stupid podcast that you talking about. Oh, yeah, we did this. And you've been talking all season, bro, and you get ghosted in all the big games. He was ghost against the 49ers, ghost against the Eagles in the first game, ghost against the Bills, ghost against Miami, ghost in the playoffs. Like, who are you? Like, you a front runner. Like, nah, bro. I'm done with this team. As far as next year, I don't want to hear a damn thing about them. I don't want to hear nothing about them. I don't care who they trade for. I don't care who they draft. I don't care who they sign. Don't talk to me about the Dallas Cowboys until next January. I'm done. I don't care about them. I'm not going through a whole nother season of up and downs, dealing with them. Oh, we beat the Eagles. We always beat the Eagles. So what? I might go to the Ravens game because it's the Ravens. Y'all know how I feel about the Ravens. So other than that, I care none about none of them games next year outside of that Ravens game, just because I want to see Lamar play in person.
I'll be there. I'll be there in Dallas when they play Tampa.
Hey, have fun.
Yeah, maybe we can meet up.
Have fun. I won't be there. I won't be there. The Ravens game, I'll be there. Outside of that, you won't see me at no game next year. It's not happening. Not wasting my money on this stupid team. I'm done. They could go 17-0. I won't care. January, when y'all start winning in January, I'll start caring again. Outside of that, everybody in the Cowboys organization can eat a dick. It's on you.
I really don't have much to say, man. Other than I was shocked to see the outcome. Was not expecting to. It's kind of crazy how bad they got their butts kicked. They were dominated on both sides of the field. I mean, guys are wide open on some of these touchdown passes.
Never seen people wide open like that. MJK, when have you ever heard me say this is our year? When have you ever heard me talk about Super Bowl? I dare you to find a video. I will pay you $100 right now if you find a video outside of last week where I drunk the Kool-Aid for 1 week and said this is our year, this is Super Bowl, this NFC Championship, that. I dare you to find a video. Go ahead. I got a playlist, a Cowboys playlist and all that. Please go find a clip and you let me know and I'll give you $100 right now.
Yeah, I mean, both sides played bad. Dak got a lot of those stats near the, end of the game when all they could do was throw the ball. I really don't have much to say, man. It was just a bad game by the Cowboys. They looked like they sleepwalked through that game. Thought, oh, it's the Packers.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
We can easily get through these guys and move on to the next round. They underestimated them. They underestimated Jordan Love. They underestimated the whole team. I mean, they got Jair Alexander back. He was a factor. Aaron Jones was a factor where he hasn't been much of anything all year. I mean, the injuries played a part, but he didn't do much of anything all year. Jordan Love starting to come along. He was second in the league in touchdown passes, so props to Jordan Love, man. That was a huge game for him. A lot on the line going into Dallas as well. Playing the number 2 team regardless of how they ended up playing. It's a huge game, man. A lot of nerves probably going into that game, and he played like a superstar, man.
Mm-hmm.
Played like a 10-year veteran out there. Not throwing passes here and there, making some pretty tough throws. One of them, I think, was off the back foot where he got hit. One was for a touchdown. He was making some pretty tough throws out there. But a lot of them, those guys were wide open. I don't know what Dallas was doing on defense. I don't know if Dan Quinn just like, I'm out of here, so I'm going to half-ass it. I don't know. I can't make excuses for them.
It ain't none.
It was just a bad, yeah. It was just a bad overall game from the Dallas Cowboys. And I mean, he pretty much summed it up pretty well.
So, who's that? Let me go back. Doesn't McCarthy deserve one more chance? Hell no. And it's crazy to talk like that about a coach that went 12-5 3 straight years. But in 3 straight years, your excuse at the podium after you get whooped in the playoffs is, I didn't have this team ready to play. Bruh. That's your fault.
Yeah,
how's the team not ready to play in the biggest game of the season? Win and go home games. Big games in the regular season. They're not ready to play. That's the same excuse. This team is not ready to play. Bruh. Oh, we got hit in the mouth. Now we up. No, you're not up in the playoffs because when you lose, you go home.
Right.
So that's no. And then the fact that you tell on yourself by saying, oh, we're just going to do everything the same way we do in the regular season. That's another problem. You don't change nothing. You're playing your regular season ball and keeping the same exact strategies in the playoffs when everybody else is adjusting. So, of course, the Packers are going to look different than what they did in the regular season because they adjusted for this one game. And then next week, they're going to adjust for whatever game, whoever they got next week. They're not going to keep just playing their typical regular season ball like the Cowboys do. It don't work like that in the playoffs. You have to adjust to that team for that week. If you get past them, start adjusting for that other team. They said it themselves. Oh, we're just going to come out here and do the same thing we've been doing. What the hell? Bruh.
Yeah,
man.
It was just, and like you said, you nailed it. Like McCarthy has been an unbelievable coach during the regular season. I think they've won 12 games each of the last 3 seasons he's been there.
12-5.
And they end up not doing much in the playoffs. If anything, he's only had 1 playoff win in his tenure there. You definitely have to question if you want to keep him or not. You got some good coaching candidates out there. You got Harbaugh, you got Belichick, which I don't think Belichick would work with Jerry. I just don't think their personalities would connect. But he has an opportunity to move on and get some other guys in there other than McCarthy. Like you said, Dak has the leverage. They're not going to be able to trade him.
Can't get rid of him.
Because that team's going to take a lot of cap. You release him, that's even worse. You're taking on all that cap. So there's not really much Dallas Cowboys can do. They're just going to have to either ride with what they have another year or two until they can actually get rid of Dak, or they kind of go refresh and get another head coach in there, which they have an opportunity to get Harbaugh, who can maybe change things there. But a lot of these coaches that are out there, like the big timers, like Harbaugh and Belichick, Jerry Jones is not going to like the way they manage and coach. It's all Jerry. to me, Jerry's the main factor in this whole Cowboy situation, because Jerry Jones wants a hand in everything. He wants to be in the meetings. He wants to be in the coaching decisions. He wants to be in the personnel decision. He wants to be involved in everything imaginable with the Dallas Cowboys, and it ends up hurting them at the end. I mean, we saw with Bill Parcells, it worked for a little bit, and then what happened? They clashed heads because their personalities didn't work out. Jerry Jones didn't allow Bill to coach the way he wanted it to. So, and I think the same thing is going to happen with Bill. If they go out there and try to get Bill, same thing is going to happen. Bill is a guy that wants control of everything. He doesn't want someone else to be involved. That's why Kraft wouldn't do shit. Like, for the whole Tinder, he was there with the Patriots. You know, I'm sure Kraft was there for some of the decisions, but a lot of it became Belichick. Who got the blame for the draft picks? Who got blamed for this and that? It was Belichick, because it was Belichick doing everything. Yeah. So we all know Jerry Jones' involvement with the Dallas Cowboys, and it's annoying and it's frustrating with a lot of Cowboys fans. And I think that is the main reason why the Cowboys are never successful. They show up on the field during the regular season, and then something happens in the playoffs every single year with the Cowboys. Now, that's not Jerry Jones' fault. You know, that's also obviously some coaching. There's also the players not showing up either. But some of these high coaching candidates that they have out there right now, they're not going to go to Dallas because they already know the headache Jerry Jones is going to be involved with them. So if you fire McCarthy, which I don't blame them if they do, who are you going to get? Who are you going to get that's willing to go and deal with Jerry Jones? It's not very many. Maybe these one young up-and-coming offensive coordinators out there, or a coach that has not been in the league for a little bit and is dying to get back. Maybe one of them. Maybe Dan Quinn.
No.
Because he's already been used
no.
to Jerry Jones's antics.
Nope. Get him out of here.
But who are you gonna actually go out there and want to deal with that?
Evil Two-Hole.
I don't.
You've been throwing out Kellen Moore, Josh McDaniel. You got one more time to say a stupid coach, and I'm gonna get you up out of here.
Oh no, that's
Staley.
Worse.
See, I'm about to put you in timeout.
That's even worse.
I'm about to put you in timeout. You naming all these horrible coaches.
It's gonna take, and we've said this before. I don't think Dak was the whole reason why they lost, and I'm a big Dak guy too. You know, I haven't been very negative towards Dak at all this whole season that we've been doing this show. But he didn't play well. He didn't play well at all. I don't know what was going on with him and CeeDee Lamb. They just weren't clicking that day. I don't know what was going on with that pick six. He was one of the reasons why they lost. Mm-hmm. And sometimes he's not. Sometimes it's the other guy's not showing up. But this was a team effort loss. This wasn't, this is this guy's fault, or it was his fault. You can't just blame McCarthy on this loss.
Right.
He's the scapegoat. He'll end up getting fired, more than likely. He's the scapegoat. But that whole team played like crap. Like you said, where the hell was Micah Parsons? Where was Bland? Where was everyone else that played so good all year? These guys had, 11 Pro Bowlers or something around those lines? And where were they all? Where were they?
And seven all-pro players, and then the Packers had 0.
Packers had 1, and it was a special teams player.
Right.
This is ridiculous. Maybe Vrabel, but again, I think Vrabel has the same personality as a Belichick. So, I don't know what the Dallas Cowboys do. I really feel like Jerry Jones handcuffs the shit out of them. Decisions that they can make, because I'm sure McCarthy wasn't number 1 on their list, but Jerry Jones knew that McCarthy would be a yes man, and that's all he hires. He hires yes men. He knows guys that will not clash, and like Bob Ruski said in the chat, someone has to stand up to him. Good luck. That's what happened with Parcells, and Parcells lost his job.
He was out of there.
Maybe Belichick has a little bit more credibility, which he should. One of the best coaches ever. He should be the one that would shut Jerry Jones up. You think Jerry Jones is going to sit down in the back for Bill?
But the
Hell no.
The thing about Bill is we don't want Bill doing the draft at all. 'Cause Bill sucks at drafting.
Exactly. And the thing too is, he will never a lot of this too is Jerry Jones' fault.
Yes, it
is.
It's the culture
and he's
that
not
he
going
set.
to admit. He's going to again blame it on other things going on. The scapegoat is always what? Number one, coach.
Yeah.
Scapegoat's the head coach. So don't be surprised by the end of the week Mike McCarthy's gone. Or by the end of today. I mean, who knows?
Right.
He'll be gone.
So,
And it's a shame because, and I don't mean to drag this on, but
no, you good.
does
good.
Mike, does Mike 100% deserve to lose his job?
You went 3 straight seasons at 12-5. It's hard to get rid of somebody that does that. But if you keep choking in the playoffs, like, man, your team. It's not the fact they're losing. It's how they're losing. The way they lose in the playoffs is just mind blowing. Like they are a completely different team. I've never seen so many people wide open like they were. Just standing there waving. They didn't win and got a beer at the concession stand and came back on the field and still wide open. Yeah. Like they're just standing there. They eating popcorn. They didn't had hot dogs and everything while they waving their hands waiting on Jordan Love to throw him the ball. It was ridiculous. Like the way they lose in the playoffs is it's mind boggling. And if you can't show up in the playoffs and your excuse every year is, oh, I didn't have my team ready, you gotta go. Bruh. Like you gotta go. Because I don't disagree. It's not about the regular season. It's about winning in the playoffs. That's what the key is. That's what the goal is. If you can't accomplish the goal, who gives a damn about the regular season? You're Don Nelson. Don Nelson won 50 games every year with the Mavericks. What's the coach that used to coach for Phoenix and Houston when Phoenix had
D'Antoni?
You're D'Antoni. You're gonna look good in the regular season, put up a lot of points in the playoffs. You go nut up. Bruh. You gotta go. So you gotta go.
Okay, that's fair.
So yeah, I'm man. Again, don't talk to me about the Cowboys till next January. Don't expect me to do no more draft videos, nor free agent videos. I'm not doing that this year. I'm not doing that this summer. I don't care what they do. We're going to do our Dope Sports podcast on Tuesdays when the season starts, and I will cover them like I cover everybody else. I'm not doing nothing special for them this year. Unless somebody tell me they're going to pay me or they're going to hire me to do some Cowboys coverage, don't expect it this year. I'm done. I'm not finna deal with that BS no more until next January. I'm not gonna care about nothing they do. I don't care if it's 17-0. I don't care. You're not gonna see none of that crap, and I'm dead serious on that. Moving on, Los Angeles Rams lose in a close game to Detroit, 24-23. That was a fire game. It was amazing to watch some real playoff football after that S show that the Cowboys put
Hey, it
on
was
the
what
field.
we all said. We said on Tuesday that this was the best game of the weekend.
Yeah.
Like this was the main event out of all the matches that we were getting.
Yeah.
This game right here was the main event.
So yeah,
and it lived up to it.
Yep. Matthew Stafford versus his old team. Jared Goff versus his old team. 25-36. Matthew Stafford 367 yards, 2 touchdowns. 22 of 27 for Jared Goff. 277 yards, 1 touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, he only had 25 yards on the ground. It felt like he had way more.
It was more of Montgomery, I think. Montgomery got the majority of the bulk.
Montgomery had 57 yards. Both guys had a touchdown. Kyron Williams, 61 yards. Puka went off for 181 yards, 1 touchdown.
That man is
crazy. Amon St. Brown, 7 catches, 110. Josh Reynolds, 5 catches for 80. Just a great game, man. Great back and forth game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to the Lions, man. The crazy thing about the Cowboys, first of all, they're the only home team to lose this weekend. And then who would have thought that Baker Mayfield, Detroit and Jared Goff, Jordan Love, a rookie and CJ Stroud in Houston will all make it further than Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
What is happening here? This is
Laters, Marcus.
Yeah, be safe, man. Appreciate you.
Shocking, man. like we talked about it on Tuesday. We knew this game was going to be a good one. We knew it was going to be a close one, and it was. It came down to the wire where the Rams had an opportunity to take the lead, and they were stopped by Detroit. There was some controversy, if you want to call it, with some missed penalty calls, or the one on Puka, what should have maybe a pass interference, and I mean there was missed calls in every game. I'm not going to say that cost the Rams the game. You got to give props to the Lions. They came in there and they played well. A lot on their shoulders. The pressure was super high on Jared Goff and the Lions. Playing at home, first home game, and I forgot how many years, I think 20 plus years.
Right. I think 91 or something like that.
They had a home field advantage as well, coming in as well. So they knew Dallas lost. So if they win this game, they get another home game in the second round.
Yep.
So a lot of pressure. And then plus Jared Goff playing his old team, the team that gave up on him. So they went out there and played very well. St. Brown was unbelievable. Laporta manning up after that injury the week before and comes in and plays. Mm-hmm. The Lions are a scary team. I've been saying that all freaking year that nobody respects the Lions and they're a scary team.
That's true.
The only weakness is their defense. And their defense played pretty well against the Rams, who have some solid offensive players. Holy crap. So, yeah, great game. Yeah. It was just a great game.
And with the way the standings are now in NFC, I'm actually pulling for the Lions to win it. They probably won't because I don't think they'll beat the 49ers. And they might get upset by Tampa.
Let's not go there.
Hey, see, you keep doubting your team. I keep telling you your team is better than what you think they are, man. Like, your team is all right. We'll get into them, but moving on. Buffalo. Shout out to the Detroit Lions, by the way, man. Even though your fans cried for 2 weeks about a call on the Cowboys, shout out to y'all. Like I'm good with y'all. Tony has put them in his top 5. I know now. You know. I think I put him in there like twice. But yeah, I didn't believe in him. But good game. Let's see. Moving on. Buffalo Bills take out the Pittsburgh Steelers 31-17. Josh Allen 21-30, 203 yards, 3 touchdowns. Josh Allen also had 74 yards and a touchdown running the ball. Mason Rudolph 22-39, 229 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jaylen Warren 38 yards. James Cook 79 yards. Receiving, everybody pretty much got about 60 to 70 yards. Nothing special receiving wise. This was a Josh Allen game and a defensive game for Buffalo. Mike Tomlin walks off the podium when a lady brings up his contract, and I don't blame him. I'm tired of hearing about it too. Man.
Like what? That's the worst time too. Just lost the game. Yeah. They're eliminated from the playoffs, and you're going to talk about his contract. That's just a bad time to ask someone that question. What do you expect? Oh, well, we're going to go and sit down in the back, and like, dude, he's pissed. He's not going to go and that was such a dumb question to ask at that particular time.
And freezing, seriously. And he just came off his 15th straight winning season. Like
exactly.
And Mason Rudolph is his freaking quarterback. Bruh. Give this man a quarterback, and it's probably a different outcome. Like, exactly. Yeah. It's just, anyway, I'm with Mike Tomlin.
Just give him someone with some talent, man, and they probably do better than what they've been doing. Like Mike Tomlin, he's been there since the mid '90s, I believe, or early 2000s. I can't remember. He's the longest tenure coach now since Bill Belichick has left the Patriots.
Right.
Let this man breathe. Let him decide on what he wants to do. We all know what the Steelers organization is about. They don't fire people. They usually let, things play out. They've only had, 3 coaches in their whole the organization ever. So just let them ride things out. Let Tomlin at least go home, and then let him figure out things. I'm sure the last thing on his mind right now is his contract situation, coming off of a loss against Buffalo. I'm sure there's other things on his mind at the moment. But I think we all knew that we're coming in. Buffalo was going to win.
Right.
The elements did play a factor. They moved the game back a day, and they just didn't have the talent to keep up with Buffalo.
And a part of that is these defenders don't know how to tackle Josh Allen because when Josh runs, they don't know if he's going to slide or just run you over, which he can do both. And it was a couple of times where like Patrick Peterson had him on the blitz clear as day, and instead of lighting him up like you would normally see back in the day, he tried to arm tackle him because he didn't want to get no penalty, and Josh, of course, is going to break through that and make a play. That was one play. He slid. Josh ran for 10, 12 yards. He slid, and mid-slide, you already have your linebacker, Miles Jack, diving towards him because he think he's about to try to run him over, and he decides to slide last minute. Now it's a flag. And then on that long run, you got Fitzpatrick arm tackling because he don't want to light him up because he don't want to flag. And now he end up scoring a touchdown. Like, that's what makes Josh Allen dangerous, is the fact that he can run, and you never know when he's going to decide to just run you over or try to get that flag. So, good game for Josh Allen. You know, I'm always on Josh Allen's head, so good game for him. He will lose next week, though. Moving on, Tony's Tampa Bay Buccaneers take out the Eagles 32-9 in Tampa. I told you your Tampa Bay Bucks was going to win this game, man. I don't know why you was nervous about it. I've been watching the Eagles play all season. Like, I told you Tampa was going to take care of this game. Jalen Hurts, 25 of 35, 250 yards, one touchdown. Baker Mayfield, 22 of 36, 337, 3 touchdowns. White, 72 yards on the ground. DeAndre Swift ran the ball 10 times for 34 yards. They just won't get a man the ball. I don't understand it. They just won't get that man the ball. I don't get it. K. Otten, 8 for 89. David Moore, 2 for 66. Devontae Smith had one of his best games. 8 for 148, no touchdowns. Trey Palmer, 1 catch, but it was a 56-yard touchdown. Mike Evans dropped so many deep passes yesterday. I was like, what is going on with Mike? But he still finished with 3 for 48. But Mike really could have torched them for way more if he just held on to the ball. But this is your team. Shout out to the Bucks. I'll let you have it on this.
The whole narrative going into the weekend was the Bucks should easily beat the Eagles, and I felt like they weren't given, like, it's any given Sunday, man. You know,
only for the Cowboys.
We could have totally saw a different Eagles team coming in Monday night. It definitely could have happened.
Nope.
Now, losing A.J. Brown was a huge loss for them. Don't get me wrong. Like, that played a part big time. But again, still in the back of my mind, I've seen this story before. I've seen teams down and out come back and resurged in the playoffs, and they do things in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And I felt like the Philadelphia Eagles were going to get one of those games, and it was going to be against the Bucks. Now, I was a little nervous because first possession looked really nice. Mike Evans misses that wide open pass for the touchdown. I'm thinking, shit, all right, things are not going to go our way this game.
Right.
We get a field goal, and we got stops. We got a lot of stops. The defense, again, showed up. But this time, the offense did as well. And it's been the opposite these last couple of games, where the defense has kept us in games, and the offense has looked like complete trash.
Right.
Kate Auden came in huge, was a big-time factor in the game. He was the I don't know what was going on with him and Baker, but they were just hitting and they were just getting things going for the Bucks. The David Moore play, this poor tackling by the Eagles. I don't know what was going on there. I know it was a broken play. 2 Eagles ran into each other. That's why Moore was wide open. But after the catch, I mean, I don't know what was going on there. The same thing with the Trey Palmer play. There was another missed tackles by the Eagles. I don't think it mattered if they ran the ball because our running defense was just on point. We got a safety as well. It was just an overall great performance. What was Hurts
doing on that safety?
I don't know. Crazy. Go ahead.
The drive before that, I was pissed at Baker because he took a sack that put y'all out of field goal range. I was like, and Dak does the same thing. I'm like, why do y'all refuse to just throw the ball away? Like, I don't
Baker
understand
does that a lot.
Dak
Yeah, he
does
does a
all
lot
the
of
time.
like he's gonna throw it and he doesn't know what he wants to do. A couple times Baker did scramble, and I'll give him that. But that safety, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know why he didn't want to throw the ball away, which I thought he was going to do. He had the opportunity to do so before he got tackled and then threw it. But I don't understand. They did show. I saw a clip on Twitter where it was I think it was a PA play action pass.
Yeah.
But when he wanted to throw it, none of the receivers were ready. Like they were still running their route, and they weren't even turned around for the ball yet. So I don't know what was going on there. It was just miscommunication on the play call or what. But I don't think that was all on Jalen. But it was bad. That safety was horrible. That really put them out of range because we got the ball back, and that's when we got the Trey Palmer touchdown.
Right.
I don't know, man. The Eagles are in trouble. That was a poor defensive display out there. The missed tackles. They had their moments. They had a couple of sacks, which kind of made me nervous. But that defense they looked awful, man. They lost Slay. I hope he's okay. I know he got carted out. I'm not sure exactly what that injury was. But the Eagles' defense was just, holy crap. That was bad.
Between the Cowboys letting everybody wide open and the Eagles' poor tackling, it's just, I don't understand what's going on in that division with these teams. Only thing I would say about the Eagles is, they got a lot of work to do and a lot of decisions to make. In the offseason, A.J. Brown has already wiped his social media clean from all Eagles content and stuff like that. But I don't see A.J. Brown going nowhere. I think he got another year.
Nah.
I don't know if A.J. is pouting after making the Super Bowl last year and he's pouting this year. I'm gonna look at him as a diva, and who wants to deal with that? So, because you went to Eagles and you instantly made the Super Bowl. Yeah, you lost, but you went to the Super Bowl, bruh. And y'all was 10-1, and you was pouting. And now if you're trying to force your way out of Philly after these 2 years, then yeah, man, you're a headache. That's bye. Like go somewhere else, and whoever else will deal with you will deal with you. But let's see, the Eagles, man, they were 10-1, and they collapsed. I wasn't on the fire Sirianni train at all because I was like, this man just took you out to the Super Bowl. Cowboys fans wish we can win a freaking wild card game. Bruh. This man took you out to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So and then you barely lost to one of the greatest, if not the greatest quarterback to ever play. And you lost by 3 on a call that was questionable.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Rob said if he's a headache, then bring him I know New Orleans will take him. Y'all need him. So, but if he's going to complain, because he complained in Tennessee, which I was with him in Tennessee, because I was like, man, Tennessee ain't doing nothing around you, right? Cool. But you go to Eagles, you go to Philly, you go to Super Bowl, and then let the media, because I don't know what's really happening. I'm just going by what the media is saying. Media saying he's complaining and being a diva and all that. If that's true, and then you got to go, man. Like, so, man, ain't nobody worried. Y'all can troll the Cowboys all you want. When I tell you I don't care, I don't care. Like I'm numb to the Cowboys. Like y'all can say whatever y'all want. I don't care about the Cowboys. that ain't gonna affect me at all. Yeah, man. The Eagles. I might have to join the fire Sirianni train now, just because of how they finished the season. It got bad real fast. And I see people mad at Howie. It's like, what did Howie do? Howie literally tried to buy y'all a Super Bowl. Like Kevin Byard, Shaq Leonard, A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, DeAndre Swift. They made sure to re-sign most of their guys from last year. Everybody that they possibly could. Like, y'all wanted Jalen Hurts. First of all, Eagles fans, this is what make me laugh about them. Last offseason, before the season started, I was the one telling Eagles fans, y'all need to cool it on Jalen Hurts because y'all wanted Jalen Hurts traded. They wanted Jalen Hurts traded, and I was the one telling them, hey, man, he's better than what y'all think he is. Jalen Hurts have this miracle year, go to the Super Bowl, and now they all on his nuts. And now I'm like, okay, y'all need to relax because, yes, he is good, but don't start talking like he's the best QB in the league because that's not true. So now I'm trying to calm them down and tell them to relax on the Jalen Hurts nut riding train and then they finished the year how they finished it, and now they want to trade him and cut him and get rid of him again. No, it don't work like that. You either go ride with your QB or you're not. That's as simple as that. But Eagles got a lot to do. Kelsey most likely is going to retire. He was crying on the sideline. Graham is a free agent. They got a couple of free agents that they got to look out for too, including Swift. And if I'm DeAndre Swift, I wouldn't go back to Philly. They not using you. Why would you go back to Philly? DeAndre Swift, please come to Dallas. I would take that. I would gladly take DeAndre Swift in Dallas because at least we'll try to use him because the Eagles don't use him at all. So, but yeah, man, that is NFL wild card recap. You say Chicago Bear? Hey, Chicago take them too. But let's get into the divisional round. Let's make our predictions. First off, we got the Texans at the Ravens.
Let's do it. 3:30
game. Ravens favored by 9.
I think that's a little bit ridiculous to favor by 9. I don't think the Texans beat the Ravens. I just think they're going to be too much for them. Would I be shocked if they did? No, not at all. But I think the Ravens have proven time and time that right now they're the best team in the NFL. It would be a huge upset if they went in there into Baltimore and beat Lamar and the Ravens. I'm going to go Ravens winning. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think it'll be a close game, but I have Baltimore winning.
I got the Ravens by 13.
Okay. I'll say 10.
Which is crazy because
I think Andrews is playing.
You know, everybody's talking about the colors, Super Bowl colors.
Yeah.
It has purple and red, so it's most likely Ravens and 49ers. If you look at the Cowboys getting eliminated, the Eagles getting eliminated, it might just be it might be something to their logo. So we're going to see though. We're going to see how this play out. But if it's the 49ers and 49ers and Ravens, I'm going to start questioning stuff. So moving on, I got the Ravens by 13 again, but the Packers at the 49ers.
The Cinderella story ends for Jordan Love. The Niners win. I think they win big, man. I think the Niners blow them out. It's going to be the Packers and the Bucks are both playing with house money. Nobody thought they would be here in the second round. Regardless if they win or lose, it's a successful season for both teams. I have the Packers losing to the Niners. What's the line on that one?
49ers by 9.
Yeah, I think they beat them by way more than that, at least 14. So I'm gonna go Niners, and it's at home. That's tough.
Yeah, I hope the Packers win. But I tell you what, the news just keep coming. Now my other sister is calling me from my mom's house. They're talking about they got to put the family dog down.
Jesus,
it just don't stop. Jeez, man. And I got her that dog like years ago for her birthday. That's been like their baby. So that's crazy. But I got the 49ers too as well. I want the Packers to get upset, but 49ers going to win that. Tampa Bay at Detroit. Detroit is favored by 6.5.
Disrespect. Nah, I got Lions. I think the Lions are just too much for the Bucks. They got a lot of weapons. That running game, they got a 1-2 punch with the running game. They got a good tight end. They got good wide receivers as well. The Bucks are going to have to play like they did on Monday on offense, where they are just lighting them up, because I think it's going to be a shootout. I don't think the Detroit Lions defense is that great. They played very well against the Bucks last time they played. But I do think the Bucks can score on them. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's going to be tough for the Tampa to go into Detroit with that ruckus crowd and the Lions on a super high right now. And I think they're very talented, and teams have everybody's kind of underestimated them. I'm going to go Lions by 10.
I don't know if it's going to be by 10. I think Tampa Bay is going to give them a good fight. I don't think that Mike Evans is gonna drop those passes that he dropped.
I hope not. And they're inside, so it kind of favors the Bucks too as well a little bit.
But Detroit did put a beating on them the last time they played in the regular season. We'll see, man. Because at the end of the day, it still come off of experience, and I think Tampa Bay is still a lot of people on that Tampa Bay team that was in the Super Bowl not too long ago, so they got more experience than the Lions. So I want to take Tampa, but since the Lions are at home, I'll go ahead and barely take the Lions, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa upsets the Lions. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Chiefs at the Bills. Buffalo is favored by 2.5. First time ever Pat Mahomes is on the road in a playoff game, so Josh Allen finally gets his turn to get revenge on Pat Mahomes at home. So what's the outcome of this one?
I've been saying it all year that the Chiefs wouldn't even get past the first round. Obviously, I was wrong on that one. And I still don't think they'll make it to the Super Bowl. I've been also saying that. I got the Bills winning. I think it'll be a good game. Their games are always been good. They seem to come down to the wire every time the Bills and the Chiefs play. We saw it earlier this year. We saw it a couple of years ago in the playoffs. I got Bills winning. I'm going to say they win in another close one. I'm going to go by 7 again. I think the Bills win by 7. I think Josh Allen has another lights out performance, and I think they shut down Rashid White. Thinking of the Bucks.
Rice.
Rashid Rice. And I think they win. I think they win the game. Got the Bills.
I think Josh Allen throws 2 interceptions and the Chiefs win. So until I see otherwise, I've been saying this all year. Until I see otherwise, I will always pick the Chiefs to make the AFC Championship game.
Disrespect.
Pat Mahomes has been there every single year since he's became a starter. He's been in the AFC Championship game every single year. I think he's going to keep it going.
Now, I did go out on NFL Shop. I did tell everybody, people at work, everyone on the stream, that if the Bucks win on Monday, I would go out and buy a Baker Mayfield jersey, which I never do. I know I own one Bucks jersey. I went and bought a Baker Mayfield jersey. So I'm hoping that comes in on time on Sunday so I can wear it. But I'm not 100% for sure if I'll be able to get it by then. But yeah, went out and bought me a Baker. I'm hoping they keep them because
right.
A little bit of waste. But I went out and bought me a Baker Mayfield jersey. Hope it comes in by Sunday. I don't know 100% if I'm going to do a watch along for that game, but we'll see. It is my Bucks versus Dave's Lions, so.
Oh yeah, y'all need to do a watch along.
Yeah, it's tough, man. To hear him cheer while your team's getting beat.
Yeah,
I might get a little pissed off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and cut this stream short because I got to call them back. Appreciate everybody joining.
Condolences to you, Dope. Positive vibes to you and your family, brother.
Definitely need them. Definitely need the Niner Gang on YouTube. Said, well done, Bucks. Appreciate you, Rob. Appreciate everybody coming through. If you're on YouTube, please like the video. It helps to go a long way. Appreciate everybody that's coming in and out of, I know y'all at work or school or whatever y'all do midday. So appreciate y'all coming through. We was gonna talk a little NBA, but we can say that for next week. We was gonna get into the Warriors and how can they turn their season around, but we'll save that for next week. I'm gonna FaceTime. Yes, so let me get up off of here, FaceTime the fam, and I figure out what's going on with the dog because he was just healthy. I know he's older now, but he was just healthy, just the other day. So we'll see. I got to see what's going on with him and make sure they all right over there and all that. So appreciate y'all coming through, man. You got anything you want to promote before we get off?
Nah, man. Again, thank you for always having me on the show. It's been a great year, or great, however you want to say it.
Great season.
I appreciate you having me on. Yeah, thank you again. Prayers and positive vibes to Dope and your family. If you need anything, let me know. And we'll be back again next Tuesday. Go Bucks.
Yes, sir.
Screw you, Lamar champion.
Appreciate you, Lamar, man. You say you sound like the boy on the shield. I think I know what's going on. I think I'm coming out. Am I coming out with your headphones or your speakers?
They're coming in through my headphones.
Really? Okay.
I'm gonna do a test after this on my stream. and see if it's my headphones. I mean, my microphone or what's going on.
Okay, because I felt like I heard my echo come out your speakers or something at some point of the stream. So I don't know if I'm coming out.
No, I don't hear nothing.
Okay.
I don't hear nothing, but I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna test it off.
All right, cool.
So
Well,
we'll see what's going on.
till next time, man, y'all be safe. We will talk about the divisional round next week and some NBA stuff. And he say NHL, not yet. Nah, that probably ain't gonna happen right now. So until next time, man, y'all be safe. We are out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Acknowledge me.